So yeah, this engine happened. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Midnight Panther. That is the name for this engine, whether you like it or not. I was arguing a name for this, to be honest, and I thought, you know what, Midnight Panther kind of works. I mean, it's a black engine. I was going to go with Black Panther, but, you know, this is going to sound weird, but I didn't want to get in any trouble with, like, if someone from Marvel who loves Lego trains saw this and like, that's the name of one of our superheroes, and be like, ah, shit. So Midnight Panther it is. So yeah, this is inspired from the German steam engine line, and honestly, it's the most realistic engine out of the 5 quadruplexes, potentially 6. We'll get to that in another video. So let's get into the review from the front to the back. So there is a lot of red on this engine, as you can see. The camera is not going to like this. So if it goes out of focus at some points, you're going to have to deal with it, because it is a hell of a battle trying to keep this thing in focus, as well as it is for me to actually speak normal English and not stutter and whatnot. So yeah, this is a little slope piece to kind of fill the gap there. Now I was looking at German steam engines, and the boiler just comes to a point where it just stops, dips down, and it's like a platform there. Normally this would be flat, but I am on currently, at the time of recording, I am on a shortage of red, black, and yeah, I think it's just red and black not slopes, but tiles rather. So all the ones I've used, like you can see along the side of the boiler, I've used some underneath for the bases of the driver wheels, and you can see a little gap there where you can see the exposed studs for, you know, the actual swivel for the front of the boiler. It's not too good, but you know, I've got some parts ordered in, just waiting for those now. And you're going to see later on in the review some gaps where you can see some like grey and yellow slopes, where tiles, not slopes, tiles, to fill the gaps. But yeah, let's just get back to this thing. So smoke deflectors are quite popular with the steam engines in Germany apparently, which, you know, fair enough. Oh, there we go, out of focus. Come on, no, come on. There we go. This is going to happen a lot more often. So the smoke deflectors, yeah, really nice idea, and to be honest, it does look really good. This bit is 8 wide, where normally on the boiler here it is 6 wide, but that's a good thing because it opens up more ideas for building. I was going to just have it so it's 8 wide there and build downwards and actually have blocks for the smoke deflectors, but I thought it's going to look way too thick. There's no way that can happen. And also you can see I have a, what would you call that? Like an angled piece, sure. We've got an angled piece there to kind of create a new shape for the smoke deflectors. You can see better on this side as well, where it's going downwards there. Looks really nice. We got one light on the face of the engine. We have one light behind the 2 funnels. And the little details up here, it's plenty enough detail. Come on, there we go. So we got some little fence pieces there, we've got the 2 funnels. Doesn't need to be anything more, it looks really good. I do like it. And that just as the front. Fuck me, this is going to be one hell of a battle. Come on. There we go. So that as the front looks really nice. These wheels, I've actually never seen before. These aren't the same wheels where these you can actually pull out with a little metal pin and put them into the 2x4 brick. These are actually fixed, so that middle bit doesn't spin. The wheel itself does, but as I'm turning it, that middle circle, which you can barely see, but I don't want to really get any closer because I don't want to fight the camera too much, isn't turning. That's actually really interesting because I've never seen that before. It's a different type of wheel I've seen. I think that's with like the 12-volt set of trains. Not too sure with that, to be honest. But it does look nice. With this type of engine, it does look really nice. You can get the other type of red wheels, like the little Technic ones that fit with the Power Functions motors. I've used those on the second tender for Big Red, so if you don't know what I'm on about, look up that review, get to that section, then you'll know what I'm on about. But yeah, they do look quite nice with some models, but these wheels are just perfect for this engine. Absolutely stunning. The driver wheels are in sets of 6. I did try out sets of 8, but the boiler was just not long enough, and it is honestly ridiculous how long you got to make the boiler for sets of 8 drive wheels to work. I'm looking back at the Greyhound one now and just realising it has to be stupid long. But to be honest, this is stupid long enough, and that's fine with me. So, in one of the modification videos I made, you can see these details being in the works. When I was making that video, it was a lot taller, but I had to make it so it's only one tile and then the details, because it would be up to like here and it would not look good at all. And to be honest, if you want to try this yourself, it's honestly not difficult. So you can see we got the round bit here. If I'll try and take off this tile piece here. So there we go. So you can see where that's sitting. This is 6 wide. So we've got this, so we got the middle piece there. We've got the little you know, these are round pieces. The 2x2 rounds in the middle. You can just sit this in. You know, fill in your details if you want to on the outside afterwards. Oh, that's gone. Let me just grab that. There we are. Come on, stay. There we go. Now the other thing, because this is in the middle, it's not like to one of the 2 center ones, it's in dead center. You need to actually figure out the weights of, you know, how you want these to sit. So you need 2 of these underneath going like this way, so one there with the 2 studs that way, and that's in the middle there. And this is how this piece sits on like that. Little building technique for you there. The boiler is, you know, kind of the same as it has been for all the other engines. This odd piece was because it was going to be something different. I was going to have, like it is here, going all the way across, but have the 1x1 little tiny slope pieces underneath, like next to here, but it just looked so retarded. So I thought I have to ditch the idea because it just doesn't work. Which is a bit sad, but at the same time, I love this design. It does make the boiler look really round. And it's good, it's really good. I think I was on about wheels, then I jumped straight to the boiler somehow. Let's go back to wheels for a moment. So, these are Shapeways wheels. These are difficult to see. I think that's probably the best lighting I'm going to get. So these are from Shapeways. These are the same size as the standard Lego driver wheels, which is actually quite cool. These are the box pock designs with the massive counterweights, which is why you can see, you know, very few holes when the wheels go around. To be honest, I wanted to try and find if they had like just pure solid wheels, so it was just plain all the way around, no holes, no spokes, none of that. But such a design does not exist, and to be honest, I think it will look quite silly. Yeah, just a thought though, which I thought was good at the time. Let's just move on. It does run smooth, but you know, it's not the best thing ever. Trying to put them in, that is. It was absolute hell. My hands were hurting. But yeah. With the German steam engines, the bases and everything underneath the boiler is red. And the boiler itself is black. I could not see any other colours anywhere else. So I thought, you know what, that's actually a really good premise to go on. It was a hell of a challenge because all the red pieces were being used on big red. But, you know, live and learn. You've got to try different building techniques. Spend more money, get more bricks, like you do. We've got a lot more red pieces going on here, as you can see, with the driving rods. The only thing that I didn't want red was these, because 1, there aren't any long enough in red, apparently. And 2, black just looks nice. It's a little different. It's a little standing out point, which is quite nice. We've got a very basic and simple cab, which is quite cool, because, you know, I'm not going to go over the top when it comes to the cab. There isn't anyone inside, actually, which is a bit odd. Need to get someone in there. And lots of windows, because why not, just to make it look more like something, I suppose. First Thunder is actually quite an interesting design. So it's a 6 wide base going all the way along the bottom. Normally it'll be 8 wide here, but what I've done is I've got the inverted, is it inverted or upside down slopes? So basically I got these, but you know, upside down, going along here. And it was an interesting idea, and honestly it works better than I thought it does. It's gonna be a bit odd when you like look at it sort of from this angle, but it does work. We've got the 317 plates in there, which is pretty cool. I got another one on the second tender as well. I've got 2 on the first coach of the Express, and I've got 2 more sitting around somewhere. Honestly, I probably should have bought 2 than buying 4, which is the 4 I'm using here. But, you know, that's not a problem. Oh well. It is 8 wide, then 6 wide, then 4 wide going along here. It's 6 wide for about, it's 2 blocks, then the slopes go into 4. Because the German steam engine idea is you got a thick base, like the bottom half is thick, but the top half is a lot thinner. Odd, interesting, but that's how they built them. I'm not saying anything is like wrong with it. It does look really nice, and it does look really nice on this engine as well. So implementing that, it is the one thing I don't like is how quickly it goes from 8 to 6 to 4. You can't round this off. You can't smoothen it with Lego bricks, which is a bit annoying. But you know, you're just gonna have to deal with it again. Oh, that's open. That should be closed. That's not good. Oops. I'll fix that in another video. So, going on the top here, we got some of these 6x1 fencing pieces and these 8x1 bars. I love these pieces. They provide such amazing details. If you're making a train, get some of these, because honestly, you could do more with these than you think. Again, we got some more of these older style. I'm pretty sure they're 12 volt. I need to double check this because they are really cool. These wheels just look fantastic. They absolutely work with this engine. It's perfect. One thing I bet you probably picked up. Red buffers. I had no idea Lego made these. Fair enough. One thing I don't like about these buffers is that they are the old style buffers. So these magnets are weak. I can only pull the express for the action shot video very slowly. And chances are it's going to take a couple of takes for each shot. Hopefully it's not going to be the case, but apparently I was reading a magazine dedicated to Lego trains where people that use these type of magnets, especially before the new ones came along, put another like really strong magnet in between them to what's the word I'm looking for? To strengthen the connection. That's what I'm trying to say. There's the reason why I didn't pass English, alright, shut up. So, there we go. The Midnight Panther. This is one hell of an engine, and to be honest, I'm very glad I built it. It's like Big Red, but inverted. It's weird. I need to do a video where I like compare the two. Just a couple of pictures or something like that. That'd be interesting. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.